I'm Pepito. I'm the dog that produces the show, and now it is live, and I'm a dog. We're live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's snooze it. I'm Pepito.
Hello everyone, how's it going? I am opening things. I'm still opening things, wait! Okay. Good enough? Maybe good enough to start. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we got hair. Hair is different. I decided to totally change my hair. And change everything about myself via the hair. Oh my gosh, okay. You should see what they did to my body here. Just kidding, it's the same. Alright, good to see you all. New hair, new me, exactly. PB7 live and sleazy, Card King Daggett on Twitch, Psycor, The Mighty Oz, Matt Liddell, B. Grendel, Greg TU, Apple Dapple, Shaggy. Others, possibly. MSG, good to see you. Remember when I was blonde? We could do it again at some point. Blonde I can get away with. Blue I don't know if I can get away with. I mean, I can get away with it. I might just have to commit to streaming full time at that point. And just, not venture into the real world. Blue hair for me feels like a commitment to existing purely digitally. Let's see how bad I can make this. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, it's even worse. Wait, here's the thing that the guy who cut my hair last said. He said I have to part it a different direction, which is left. Yeah, this is the way he said I gotta part it now. He said, part your hair left, you idiot. You've been parting it the wrong way. Depending on your orientation, my left. If you could do blue, then chroma key at different colors. That's exact. I thought of that as soon as someone said dye your hair blue. It would allow me to. I could change it back to a normal color. Changing my orientation? I did. I changed to left. I wasn't aware it was an orientation I could just switch to, but it turns out yes. And whatever that means, I accept it. Okay. Let's see. It's Monday. It's one of those days where I've just been working, so I kind of have no idea if any major world events have occurred. My hope is always that they haven't. Technically, it's good for the news, I guess, when crazy stuff happens. My preference is bad news days. Make it more Chinese. I would love to. That's my mission for everything. As an unofficial secret agent. So clandestine that no one even realizes I'm working for the Chinese Communist Party. They don't even know I'm doing it. That's how secret of an agent I am. I wish everything could be more Chinese. Eldrick B, that's what I aspire to. But they have to give me that official designation, or it's even more racist. The news waits while Ben is off air, yeah. Hopefully nothing major. I always pray that nothing major happens. Because usually, that means it's bad. Usually. Unless it's not. Okay. Where'd my picture go? Come on. Give me a cool picture. I need news pictures, everybody. This is a problem that only affects me on this stream. But I gotta say, it used to be easier to open Google Images in higher def. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that particular issue, if that's purely a case problem. But it annoys me. For my specific purposes. Okay, let's do some news. I can't stream for that long because Kendall and I are going to a comedy thing for one of her friends. One of her friends is doing stand-up. So excited to see that. I think I'll kind of need to get off at like 7 though. Google has gotten awful in so many ways. So I may as well get to it. It's news, you know the deal.
It's still your vagina. Don't let them take it from you.
Okay.
I feel like I just get up. Ladies been against me. They want me to come.
Please be the hate sock.
You have me.
I can wear socks and hate things. Does that count? Are you really that sad to see me?
You have
I haven't seen you in a bit. Yeah. And that's about my choice. Good to see everybody. It's me. Little brothers. Is that how you say that? That's how I say it if I've had some stuff to drink. You've been drinking? I'm usually drinking before this. Oh. Just so you know, you're getting me at 20% all the time. Great. How she says it to her clients. If they're good. If they behave themselves. It could hate sock with Liliana's voice. Who's the hate sock? It's a sock that says, you wish. Mostly. I like it. From that description? Yeah, from that description, I like it. Alright. Okay, everybody's been talking about the Russia hoax. I guess let's talk about the China deal. Don't ever do that again, Case. Never do that again. But yes, supposedly there's been a China deal. Everybody loves to hear it. China hold new talks on tariff truce, easing path for Trump-Xi meeting. Oh, so not a deal, just a talk? A talk is the foundation of a deal. Isn't a deal the foundation of a deal? You don't understand deals at all. In Stockholm, today, courtesy of Reuters, top US and Chinese economic officials met in Stockholm on Monday for more than 5 hours of talks aimed at resolving long-standing economic disputes at the center of a trade war between the world's top two economies, seeking to extend a truce by 3 months. Jesus. Just 3 months? Why is everything on these fucking 30 to 90 day timers? Well, as soon as we finally sort out the TikTok ban, which is still happening, is it? Yeah, 30 days from now, it's gonna something. Okay, then we can get on a longer term plan. It's like a cell phone plan. We're on a cheap monthly plan because we're busy making moves. And once we're more settled in, we'll go to like a 2-year, 3-year plan. When's that gonna happen? We're eyeing 20, 90, 100 million. Great. 30 days until 2 weeks from who remembers. Well, that is one tactic. If you just constantly say 30 days, 90 days, 2 weeks, 72 hours, 45 minutes, you can't keep track of time anymore. If we list enough times, I can still remember that everything's on like mostly a 30-day timer. But this one is 3 months, so 90 plus days. Very exciting. U.S. Treasury Chief Scott Bessent was part of a U.S. negotiation team that arrived at Rosenbad, the Swedish Prime Minister's office in central Stockholm in the early afternoon. China's Vice Premier, He Lifeng, was also seen at the venue on video footage. You fan of He Lifeng? I am not familiar, unfortunately. And you claim to be a fan. I'm a base fan. I'm a base fan. I'm a basic fan. I'm a fair weather fan. I've said it many times. You don't even know about China. I don't know that much about China. And that's important for me as a fan to not know too much. They have a whole Prima just in charge of Vice. Yeah, they have a Vice. I think they have a Prime energy drink that's controlled by this woman. That's too dumb for me to react to. The Reuters daily briefing newsletter. Oops. Even you, Liliana, it's confusing. It's in the prompt. You should take it out of there. I can't. It's just a copy of the story. Case only knows the hits. Yeah, I'm like a Beatles fan that like knows Strawberry Field and nothing else. That's the only Beatles. Look, that's no Beatles fan. You can't only know Strawberry Field. I love the Beatles. I used to listen to Strawberry Field. Why would that be the song? I don't know. It just is. China is facing an August 12th deadline to reach a durable tariff agreement with President Donald Trump's administration after Beijing and Washington reached preliminary deals in May and June to end weeks of escalating tit-for-tat tariffs. What kind of tariffs? Tit-for-tat tariffs. Case Eleanor Rigby Blackwell. Do you like to hear that? I don't entirely know what it means, so I'm fine with it. You love that album? I think it was White. That sounds like one of them, maybe. They definitely were a bunch of white guys. That's definitely true. Let's see. Is there any video of him talking to Ken? Usually with a Trump story, you need a good video of him being like, blah, 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 blah. Everything's good. I did good. I'm smart. I'm a smart boy. Is he giving any dumb press conferences today where he says things that we have to listen to? Required by law to listen to them is how it works. We could just ignore that. News about Xi Jinping and Donald Trump. China. Okay, here he is from, I believe, earlier today. No, this is from 6 days ago. It's not up to date enough. Oh, this is from Reuters. Okay, here he is blabbing. Flapping his fuck. Did you cook on 300 stoves? What is happening? If I had to guess. My streamer bot is misbehaving. 1 second, please. Does this fix it? No. Oh, it did. I just had to hit a certain button to fix it. Okay. At least that really lets me know when my segment timer is up. Anyway, here's Trump. He's talking. Let's listen to him say words. And later, you'll listen to a bunch of different people say who knows what. Oh, it's time to do that segment that I forget. It's an option sometimes. It's an option, though, and I might be there. I think you're still there. Great. Good for me. All right, here's Trump.
One big deal is done.
We've reached a
Ah! No! I killed the deal! Don't do my voice. You're killing my whole deal by doing that. Sorry, Liliana. All sorts of technical problems today. Here we go.
One big deal is done.
We've reached a deal. It's a good deal for everybody, I believe.
Good deal.
But after agreeing to a 15% tariff on EU goods at talks in Scotland, Donald Trump's attention turns back to China. Trade teams from Washington and Beijing are set to resume negotiations in Stockholm on Monday. Few expect any developments on the scale of the European agreement, but it's widely expected that the pair will agree to another 90-day extension for their current truce on tariffs. Trump himself sounded optimistic.
And we're very close to a deal with China. We really sort of made a deal with China, but we'll see how that goes.
An extension of the truce would prevent a new round of tit-for-tat tariffs like that seen earlier in the year. It would also smooth the way for a meeting between Trump and Chinese Premier Xi Jinping. That's expected in late October or early November.
Okay.
And Trump has said he will soon
Oh
decide
my god, look, the hands aren't even actually shaking. They're frozen in time.
whether to make a landmark trip to China. Previous rounds of trade talks between the two sides focused on de-escalating the triple-digit retaliatory tariffs that each had imposed. They have not so far tackled broader economic issues.
Like?
The US accuses China of flooding the world with cheap goods, while Beijing says Washington is using national security export curbs as a way to stunt its growth. US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has already flagged a truce extension, and says he wants China to rebalance its economy away from exports to more domestic consumption.
Oh, well, they're doing a good job of sort of just destroying the whole notion of exports internationally, at least from and to us. Donnie can't keep his story straight on why he stopped hanging with Epstein. There has been more Epstein news as well, which maybe we'll get to if we hit a second news dump section of the day. Nose dump section of the day. I should find a better title for when we run through all of the news shared by chat. I'll think of it eventually. Put it on the list. It's on there. Yeah, I also saw there was some news about the EU stuff. There was supposedly supposed to be $600 billion of investment in the United States from the EU. That may or may not be happening. It kind of reminds me of the $500 billion of investment that we're supposed to do into AI, that also various foreign actors are supposed to do as well. I feel like a lot of those huge, crazy announced investments they're mostly like a bumper sticker to put on the Trump train. News dump sub goal. News marathon. Well, that's just how much news could there be in a day. You can start at the biggest story and go all the way down for 24 hours straight. I don't want to do that. But I do. No, you don't. You're right. I am lying. Okay. Cool. Cool of you to lie, Liliana. I like to lie. It is pretty cool. All the coolest people lie. It's a fact. Get comfortable with it. All your faves, huge fucking liars. That's a little ominous. It should be. Oh, okay. What's the deal with the EU thing? EU trade deal. Trump. Terp. Lately, whenever I type Trump, I accidentally type it Terp. They had a 50% tariff deal, which is a higher tariff. Well, they also talked about 0% tariffs. It's like the EU agreed to 0% tariffs for all of our goods, and they're going to give us 15%. That doesn't really sound like a deal anyone would make. I guess let's run through it. Give us the rundown on the EU section of all of these important international deals that will definitely hold up, given all of the great stability of our international trade relations lately. For sure, permanently fine trade deals. Don't let the Chinese president fool you. This is about the EU now, what I'm saying. The US and EU have averted a trade war with a 15% tariff deal. The deal supposedly includes $600 billion in EU investments in the US, and it's a 15% tariff better than the threatened 30% deal in Japan's deal. Japan's getting a deal as well. They're getting a bad deal. They're getting the bad version of the EU deal. The Japan deal is 30%. The EU deal is a very reasonable 15%. A blanket 15% tariff still seems like incredibly stupid policy to me. Tariffs, at least based on my limited education, how limited? As limited as the University of Virginia would allow. I've always at least heard that they're supposed to be targeted to certain industries, that they shore up your domestic product by you put cheaper tariffs on things that your country needs. So a blanket tariff, in my opinion, is generally very stupid. But you've also admitted to being very stupid. But everybody does that now. Everybody says they're stupid and then they say their opinion just to protect themselves, which I do constantly. So I just mean, I don't know the value of any information anymore, and maybe that's the problem. It has been difficult not knowing the value of any words anyone says, and someday we might fix it or not. It's hard to say because I'm saying it. The U.S. struck a framework trade agreement with the European Union on Sunday with a 15% tariff we just mentioned, half the threatened rate. It averted a trade war, maybe. U.S. President Donald Trump and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced the deal at Trump's luxury golf course in Western Scotland after an hour-long meeting that pushed the hard-fought deal over the line following negotiations that had been going on for months, and following various questions reporters were yelling from the distance about Epstein. Yes, there was a pretty classic video of Trump listening to really loud music while golfing. Let's see if I can find that. Trump, golf, Scotland. While various Scottish reporters just yell questions from like beyond the heavens. This is all Trump caddy stuff. Trump there, he was like, listen, unless I saw a fake video, which is possible. Sky News was following Donald Trump around as he was golfing. Let's see what they have to say about it.
Yesterday, it may seem trivial, but it's interesting nonetheless, given it's the President of the United States of America. Yesterday, when Donald Trump was on the course here behind me, he arrived with a soundtrack, music blaring, if you want to call it a mobile disco, from his golf buggy, blasting out the music. Well, today, at this particular point in the course, he was very quiet. There was no music at all. And then when he swung round in this direction down here, if we come round, this is the moment that he came down here. And because a number of protesters had gathered on the grassy bank, then came some music in an attempt to drown those out. Now, our producer Kezia, well, she had Shazam on standby for that very moment. But I can tell you it was a sense of jazz music. Yesterday,
There has to be shots of him blasting this music while he golfs, right? Come on, Twitter, don't let me down. Trump, Scotland, golf, music. Dude, X, formerly known as Shitter, currently known as Twitter. Okay, here we go. This might be it. The AP might have our back here. Here's more exciting golf footage of Trump. Very important we cover all of his golfing activities and the music he listens to on it. Who uses Shazam anymore? It's a Scottish thing now. It started with an S, so they just got excited. They thought it was the movie Shazam, which is huge in Scotland. But they actually have the version that has Sinbad in it that supposedly doesn't exist. Oh, that's in Scotland? Yeah, it turns out it wasn't a Mandela effect. It's just a Scottish effect. They have the Sinbad version of Shazam. And there, instead of it being Kazam, it's called Shazam. You're combining all sorts of things here. No, but I'm saying the Mandela effect of a Shazam that is Kazam starring Sinbad, they have that in Scotland. That doesn't make sense. Cod King says it makes sense. Can we just watch this video of him golfing? I'm trying to, jeez.
We're here in Scotland where President Donald Trump is here for 5 days to talk trade with the UK and the EU, and also to play a lot of golf at two of his golf courses and to open a third golf course. We've just come from a protest here in Edinburgh, which is not where Trump is, but where several hundred people took to the streets in front of the U.S. consulate and basically tried to send the message that Donald Trump wasn't welcome in Scotland. They were decrying his politics. A lot of them were also sort of very angry with UK leaders, saying that they didn't think they should be negotiating with Trump because they didn't agree with his politics. While this was going on, Trump was out on the golf course playing golf with his son, one of his sons. And that was happening in Turnberry, which is like about 100 miles.
None of these cowards will let us listen to the music he was listening to. What, are they afraid of the copyright? Stop doing my voice. Sorry. There's only one place I know of that fears no copyright. That's TikTok. I gotta resort to searching TikTok for Trump golf music. Oh yeah, I'm Wendigoing people's voices.
Is it true that Trump had music playing while he was on the golf course?
Dude, there's got to be just a clip of this. Why do we just have to listen to Scottish journalists describe the music he was listening to? Okay. Nope. That's just a TikTok song. I'm so sad. Lately, I just can't find things on stream, guys. What if it was Limp Bizkit? I need to know. My guess it was like Ave Maria or something, embarrassing. But who knows?
I have a great playlist.
Trump. Okay, last resort. I'm gonna Google it. Trump Golf Scotland music. Social media roast Trump golf game after clip shows alleged cheating. Oh my God. Courtesy of The Independent. They're not afraid to cover all of the golf scandals related to the Trump administration. Unlike all these yellow journalists over at Reuters. They're giving us the hot facts about his cheating scandal. If he was listening to Limp Bizkit, would you become Republican? If he was listening to Limp Bizkit, specifically chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water, would that make you conservative at last case? At last, when does it seem like I'm going to become conservative? Any given moment. You're almost 40. You're white. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Just waiting. It's like watching an egg hatch. It's going to come bursting out of your head. No, I'm not going to. All right. Chat's been waiting too. Can you just talk about the cheating scandal? I'm not going to become conservative. It's because you're not podcasting enough anymore. You'll get there. Can we get a picture of Trump golfing? Oh, we can get a picture of Trump golfing. We can get the most classic Trump picture of all, hopefully. Yeah, this is my kind of Trump picture. This isn't the most classic, but... What? Oh, Reddit. Google's gotten so bad, guys. You're right. I can't even find my disgusting Donald Trump golfing picture that I love so much. Oh well, whatever. This is good enough. Okay, and there he is golfing, probably in Scotland, but who knows if it was this weekend or one of the many other times he's been over there. He looks upset, and as anyone would be, just from this whole situation here. It's very upsetting. Social media roast Trump's golf game after another clip appears to show alleged cheating in Scotland. Social media users pounced on a clip that appears to show Donald Trump cheating at golf. And as usual, they're not linking to the clip, but I think we actually do have it. We better fucking have it, or I'm going to unsubscribe from Twitter/X. Oh no, they'll never recover from you leaving Liliana. Okay, supposedly this clip shows him cheating. It's 11 seconds long. How does he cheat that fast in 11 seconds? Oh, did Live and Sleazy link it? Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. Live and Sleazy probably found the clip Case was looking for, as he tends to. Here he is cheating. That might also be what Live and Sleazy linked, but we'll watch that right after we watch this. Oh! Oh, sneaky. Look at the subtlety here, guys. Boom, no hands. No hands. He definitely is using his hands. No hands. Trick shot. I think you mean he's not looking. You can drop a ball though, right? Can you drop a ball in golf if you hit it off? Maybe you can't drop it just anywhere. I think traditionally, if you hit a ball off of like the fairway, then you can't just drop it anywhere on the course. Not like that. Okay, Live and Sleazy's backing you up, Liliana. Within rules. So maybe, well, he's the president actually, so, but not of Scotland. Not yet. So he gets to make the rules. Is he the president of golf? He's the president of the free world. And nothing is freer than golfing, which just means he can make up all the rules he wants. Wow. It's one of the presidential privileges we can all only dream of. All right. Ooh, a brief snippet of the music, courtesy of Live and Sleazy. Thank you so much for saving us from ourselves. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Segments are enabled again. Ugh. One of these days I'm going to figure out a way of doing that works. But currently I haven't found it. Anyway, let's see what Donald Trump is doing on the golf course. We love it. And then we can move on after that. Okay.
Mr. President, are you enjoying the Scottish hospitality?
Ooh, asking the difficult questions. He better turn on his music.
Are you running away from the Epstein crisis?
Oops, that's probably the one he's not looking for.
Mr. Trump! Mr. Trump, can you escape the Jeffrey Epstein crisis?
Everybody wants to know. Can you? Oh, wow. Look at him go.
Oh my God, what song are they playing? Shazam it. Memories. What's the song? on the golf buggy itself with the president was the music blasting out.
So they're
And I
playing
can tell you
Memory?
that the soundtrack to that particular part of proceedings here was Uptown Girl at one point. Then we had Elaine Page with Memories, that song from the musical Cats. And then came the most interesting of choices, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Make of that what you will.
Wow, what a hero. No wonder he's been president twice, Case. With that kind of evolved music taste, how could voters not put him in the White House again? Plus Uptown Girl. They got him. This is what's finally going to take him down. We might not get any answers about Epstein, but when Red America gets a load of his love of cats and Phantom of the Opera, I'm sure they won't keep voting for him, right? He loves cats. He loves cats. He loves Phantom of the Opera. He's a New York 90s musical guy. He probably loves Hello, Dolly. He probably even loves Rent, but maybe he won't admit that one.
Turn your face to the moonlight. Let your memory lead you.
Just blasting this out of your golf cart speaker to avoid questions about the pedophilia stuff you did with your best pal in the 90s. Truly, we have made America, Scotland, the whole world great again. Mission accomplished. Somebody roll out the banner, get back on the aircraft carrier. We did it, folks. We've caught and compromised the whole planet to a permanent memory. I say we just move on. We could talk about the extremely depressing starvation news in Gaza, but as a Monday treat, chat, I won't put you through it. Just know that it's still going on, and they're denying it fully. Okay? It's weird to hear that over this music. This is the soundtrack of America now. You play it whenever you're talking about anything uncomfortable. Oh, okay. So, I guess let's send it to the movies. You know, movies are like memories. Except they're perfect or whatever. Whatever she says. Whatever Nicole Kidman says. Perfect and powerful, actually. Let's send you the perfect and powerful memories of the movies. It's time for Trent at the Movies. Hell yes, good to see everybody. I'm on the case, but I'm not that fucking guy. No need to say it, young blood. Okay. Fix your beanie. You fix your hat that you can reach through, weirdo. My beanie's looking just right. I'm just trying to cover you, young blood. Don't want you looking messy out here. Dude, I look fucking as professional as a teen can by wearing a cool blazer. You think the blazer's cool? Cooler than you. Oh shit. I forgot that Case ordered me food that I might have to go get. I gotta go get the food that Case ordered me. Listen to Kendall talk, and I'll be back. Kendall, hang out with chat while I get you food.
I bought a smart ring. That's a smart ring. And it fits on this finger, and it fits on this finger. And this, buzz, and this week I had a shoot out in New York and Comic-Con, and a lot of things went down. And my ring, my smart ring, told me I was stressed every single day. And I was stressed on the traveling days more than the shoot days. And there was one particular day of this entire week that I was stressed for 5 hours and 30 minutes. Ah!
Sorry, I had to get Kendall food. And Trent will be right back. He had to get his own food. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I'll be right back.
The lowest amount of stress I had in the week was 41 minutes. And I'm like, oh, that's not bad. But that was a shoot day. And I was like, damn, I'm a natural on sets.
All right, now I'm back because I also got food. It's a whole system. Everybody's getting food all the time. Yeah. Kendall's giving me the thumbs up. I got you. Case got you pasta that you can now eat. Do the cats get food? I don't know. Do you feed your cats, Kendall? Is that a thing you do? Yes. She says yes. Apparently the cats do get fed. Okay. Boom. Let's see what hot trailers we're dealing with today. I know. I didn't bring it in here. I ate a whole burger in like one bite just now. I just kept jamming it in my mouth. I don't even make a mess because I can unhinge my jaw like a snake to eat fast food. I'd say that you're being silly like usual, but I've seen him do it. It's sexually disturbing. You're kind of like an X-Man, but for eating. Yeah, I'm sort of like a mutant from the X-Men franchise, but specifically for eating fast food. Okay. Opening the threads. It's trailer Thursday, except it's Monday. Tom and Jerry Cartoon Festival. Whoa. Eyes of Wakanda. Oh, shit. It's a cartoon. Okay. It's time for Just the Eyes. Just the Eyes of Wakanda. Let me close some shit so this stream doesn't crash. Hopefully. All right. Eyes of Wakanda. Whatever that is. It's time for it.
Wakanda is a kingdom of many secrets.
The Googler.
Spies like you and me sent out across the world to do the missions that Wakanda does not want known.
Great question, Greg, to you.
Secrecy is essential to Wakanda's security. Be a ghost.
Ghost it up.
The time to act is now.
We fight for home, for Wakanda.
What the? I still kind of don't get what it's about. But it looks serious. It's not a simple thing to be the eyes of a whole Wakanda. I think it's like a spy agency, like an international spy agency, Wakanda CIA. Uh-oh. Wakanda Mossad? We'll say CIA, actually. Let's go with that. That's probably what the CIA would prefer we go with, actually, so I get that. Well, dude, if I know anything, is that international spy agencies fucking rock. Oh, is that the main thing you know? So I've always said that. Wakanda KGB. Wakanda MI6. MI6 is the most popular spies, right? Because that's 007. You're asking what's the most popular clandestine spy agency that represents a particular government? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe MI6. I guess, yeah, maybe, probably MI6 did the best propaganda. I thought the trailer at least showed me that there was stuff that's gonna happen. There's gonna be punches and fire. Punches and fire? They should have called it Wakanda Punches and Fire. Speaking of fire, nailed it, dude. The big trailer that everyone's probably already forgotten about because that's how Avatar movies work. It's there's a trailer for another Avatar movie. Not the last one, apparently. Apparently, there's a million of these that are still coming out, but another one. So let's see how they're doing. Avatar: The First Firebender.
The strength of the ancestors is here.
The van art is back, baby. Ah! Doo-doo-doo. Oh, the whales are back. Oh, that guy's back.
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
Yeah, don't hate these people that are destroying your culture.
If there is something you can do, then you must do it.
Whoa, who's this?
The children! No, Spider. And we will find another way. Your goddess has no dominion here.
Who's her goddess? What was the whole plot of all the avatars again? It's not really that it's not that hard to remember, right? It's just, there's humans that go to their planet and they're mining it for resources. It's a colonialism narrative from the perspective of the colonized. Yeah, well, what's about again? It's Ferngully. Yeah, Ferngully, basically. But what's that about? It's destroying the environment. But who's doing it? The humans. What's a whale again? What is a whale? In the context of Avatar, it's a space whale, sort of. It makes you immortal with its brain or something. I don't know. It's going to probably be pretty good. I just can't remember anything about it. Well, apparently Chad also feels pretty medium about it. That does seem to be the thing with Avatar movies. They've got insane technology. Everyone seemingly sees them. They break all sorts of records. And then majority of people seem to never think about it again. Its fandom seems very specific. It's like Fight Club. You don't talk about Avatar outside of Avatar or something. Dude, one of Case's programs is going nuts. I'm going to fix it during the next trailer. That's very actually nice of you to try to do anything. It's just bugging my ass. I'm not doing it to be nice. It's distracting me. All right. Giovanni Ribisi is a Scientologist, so maybe that and the fight against Xenu. One of my friends, we'll call him our boy. Please tell me that R doesn't mean what I think it does. No. Probably not. Okay. Anyway, our boy. O-U-R or R-boy? I'm not telling you because I'm not doxing our boy like that. Okay. Anyway, our boy, his favorite movie is Avatar, Sabrici, to your point. And he sees them all like 8 times. He's the only person I've ever met. However, then I know that there's whole communities of people that have Avatar depression every time one of them comes out. Maybe it's Cass. Maybe you're supposed to know who our boy is. Anyway, our boy is one of the few guys I know who's totally Avatar obsessed. So I know that they're out there. I feel like there should be more of them because they're so popular, but then seemingly they're not that popular. I don't get it. Also, the whole thing looks like motion capture. So what's up with that? Well, it is motion capture. What else would it look like? I just hear that it's supposed to look all realistic, but whenever I see it, it kind of looks like motion capture. It is. Suspend your disbelief for 2 seconds. No, it needs to look completely photorealistic. It's very close, but that's not good enough. Not when James Cameron's supposed to be the best at camera. Okay, let's see what else there is. You're being too hard on the Avatar franchise. Whatever. It's no John Wick. You think John Wick is a better franchise than Avatar? Yes. I'm having trouble formulating an argument against it, but it does feel wrong to say. Okay, let's continue the march down Trailer Lane with Peacemaker. They're doing that again. You remember kind of liking the first one, right? Yeah, I definitely thought the first one was good. Well, good news. There's more of it.
We've all been waiting a long time for this one. Here's a new trailer of Peacemaker Season 2. Enjoy.
We doing it up in style.
Hey guys, I got beer. On?
Duh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just hand it to him.
I'll just hand it to him.
I've changed a lot since I last saw you. I don't want to be a joke anymore. I want to be a real hero.
You wear a clown costume and go out and beat up people.
Chris, take something bad and make something good out of it.
I need to find the Peacemaker. He killed my son.
You're being monitored right now.
By who?
Rick Flag, Sr.
Whoa.
What is it?
I have a dimensional portal. And it leads to a parallel world.
What?
It's not that big a deal.
Get the out, it's not.
My son is a better man you could ever dream of being.
I've tried to make up for my mistakes, but I'm not sure redemption is possible.
He's in love with you.
Me and Chris, it's never gonna be a thing.
I'm going to make a life in the other world.
There's another dimension. It's exactly the same as ours,
but better. Best dimension ever.
Dude, that's sick.
We need to close that dimensional rift.
The condoms are partnering you up with our new agent, Rip Jagger.
Who's Rip Jagger?
Hey, fatty. No matter how green the grass is over there, you belong here with us.
We're gonna get Chris back.
You met your own self from a parallel dimension? You're wearing his clothes?
You think I bought this? That's painful.
Hi, Mom. We're going to my secret room. You're not allowed to follow.
You must be John.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
You're not that dorky.
Shut up, Mom.
Nice. Because, like, that's good. Because that trailer seems to be explaining a huge question I had when I saw the Superman movie, which is, how come Peacemaker's in this universe? What? You know, remember when everybody saw that movie recently? And the thought everyone had was, are they going to justify this with complicated multiversal hopping? You thought that? Yeah, everybody thought that, right? I'm just glad that there's still people taking this seriously and that we don't just allow our fantasy worlds to blend without elaborate explanations. Yes? Peacemaker was caught and compromised to a permanent end. Did it also get canceled recently? They announced this is the last season or something? A wizard did it. That's what I took from the trailer. I think a wizard was doing it. Ever heard of Crisis of Infinite Earths? That was the 80s. No. What? I've never even heard of the 80s. Yes, you have. It's a decade. I've never heard of it. We watch trailers from the 80s constantly. Never heard of it. The whole decade. It's the decade after the 70s. I'm not familiar. Is there another big trailer? Comic-Con was this weekend. So maybe let's end on Aztec Batman. What? A Technon Batman? Aztec Batman. Is it related to Tech Nine, the rapper? Why would you know about him but not the 80s? Everybody knows Tech Nine. It's Aztec. The culture? I've never heard of it. You've heard of Aztecs. Come on. You must have heard of that. I'm familiar with the Aztecs. Whatever. We're just going to watch this.
The wise man told.
Stop auto-playing. Okay, here we go.
The wise man told me once, fear can kill you or inspire you to action.
He's so breathy.
My son, when you take my place, it'll be your duty to always be ready for battle.
What are those?
I don't like this animation at all.
My hands control the power of destiny. What I want is gold.
Impossible. We have strict rules in place that forbid this.
Rules are rules.
Slaughter them all!
Are you all right? Where's your father?
I'm going to stop Cortez. I want you to train me to become the greatest warrior that the world has ever known.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll just do that then.
What else do you require, my lord?
Fear.
It is Venture Brothers, sort of.
I still can't defeat them. If only there was somebody who was stealthy. Find that bat and that cat.
Bat and
Put
cat.
your trust in me. Cortez must stand and face my vengeance.
Not vengeance, but through sacrifice.
You've been given a sacred mission. Whether you accept it or not, it's the truth. Tell us, war leader, what are your orders?
Do Batman stuff? I forgot that happened. You're not baiting me into asking you what you mean by that. I just forgot that Batman beat all the European colonizers and saved the Aztec Empire. Well, they're allowed to do... Who's allowed? Is DC allowed to do this type of wish fulfillment? We don't know who's making this. It might be... It's directed by Juan Mezzaleon from a screenplay by Ernie Altbacker. Who's Ernie Altbacker? Oh. Look, that's Ernie Altbacker. What? You don't trust this guy to tastefully cover Aztec culture? Chris, is that what you're implying? That you don't trust Ernie here to have done justice to... Well, let's not even have this discussion. We're the wrong two to have this discussion. All right, that's probably true. Does feel something about that just feels off to me. I don't know. What? You're not allowed. We're not allowed to have Aztec superheroes. This just feels odd to just put a Batman coat over any culture that we want, that they feel like. Well, they did it to Japan. That's true. They did do it to Japan, but it's in a Japanese animation style. This is in like a, as Chad is pointing out, like a worse Venture Brothers style. It's like Venture Brothers minus the style, but keeping the flatness. I don't quite get it. Reverie Wolf says, I think the story might be all right. Not the first time Batman has had rough designs and animation, but a good story. Maybe the story is good. I don't know. But I was getting an unsettling energy from it. Well, you put out an unsettling energy by saying you don't know like what Aztec culture is or what the 80s is. You have an awful lot of opinions on Aztec culture, given that you apparently don't know what it is. I'm unfamiliar. I'm just looking at it. If I was familiar, I might be bothered. But I'm not familiar personally with Aztec. I don't even know what it is. Trent doesn't even know what the 80s. How does he know about Aztec culture? Exactly. I'm unfamiliar with the 80s. I was actually born probably later than whenever that was. It was in the 80s. Yeah, I don't know. I was born too late to know what that is. Okay, that's all the time we have. That is actually all the time we have. And while I might not know what certain supposed decades are, you do in fact know what it is. We'll see you soon. Glitching out there. You've unlocked the secret segment of the stream that the powers that be, aka whoever runs this place, are afraid to tell you about. Aka me, God Redacted. Your unfiltered and unapologetic source for all things truth and not conspiracy, actually. Actually, what it is the truths that they're afraid to not hide in your water supply. Where's the Epstein list guy? I have it on good authority that at some point this week, there will be huge news. That's what everybody's saying. All of my extremely well-positioned but secret sources are saying. At some point this week, there's likely to be a huge divulgement of stuff related to a thing. I'd love to get into more detail, but I can't for reasons. All right, the question today is, why are aliens sexy? Fair enough. The only choice here is to go to YouTube and ask, why? Look, he's controversial. And I'm on the record as disagreeing with him at least once. But here's a short from Joe Rogan telling us the truth about alien species. And I say that we give him a fair shake here. I know people have a lot of opinions about this guy, but let's hear him out. Because he does like to talk about aliens, which does make him an expert.
Greys, the tall whites, the reptilians, but then there's the mantis too, right?
Right.
Other than the beings that we described, are there other ones that people have talked about?
Yes, I've actually, like I said, as a young adult, I probably encountered more of a spiritual sense, but they were Nordic looking, platinum hair kind of a look, blue eyes.
Like the tall whites are different?
No, different.
How many documented different species have you heard of?
If I'm talking about my mission days, it's only that handful. And then if you're talking about other things that I've had other people tell me about, I think I've heard enough from enough people that I trust that I think our concept of life in this universe is totally off. I think there are literally trillions of other life forms, and anything you can imagine is probably true.
So the grays, the tall whites.
That's the biggest truth of all. That they're afraid to let you fill your mind with. Because it would fill up your mind infinitely. Because that's the most uncomfortable truth of all, that anything you can think of is true. A lot of people are cowards. They won't admit that. They're like, no. Some stuff you think is dumb and imaginary. Some stuff you think is based on zero facts and not even life experience. It's like you had too much ketamine one night. You ate 16 bowls of Frosted Flakes and you fell asleep in your own piss. And during that particular trip, you dreamed of mantises with fully female lower halves, inviting you into their harem, and you were their servant. Turns out that happened. You thought it was a dream. No, it happened. And I don't know how many mantis children I have from that particular experience. And I definitely know I'm never eating Frosted Flakes again. I had too many that night. This is the shit they're hiding from us in plain sight. That took one YouTube search and I found that. What else could you find from one YouTube search, you're probably asking? Well, let's learn from Antonio. Wait, this is just clips. This is just clips from the game Mass Effect. However, I'm going to argue that that is part of imagination, and anything I can imagine can be true. So let's give this video a shot. Because what if it's about to uncover the secret of why aliens are so sexy from a guy who constantly fucked them in a video game? Let's take a look.
Antonio Villas-Boas was a Brazilian farmer
it's a real
who
guy,
claimed
never
to
mind.
have been abducted by extraterrestrials in 1957. Though similar stories had
There's something about this guy's voice that I trust. So I say we keep going.
circulated for years beforehand, Villas-Boas' claims were among the first alien abduction stories to receive wide attention. At the time of his alleged abduction, Antonio Villas-Boas was a 23-year-old Brazilian farmer who was working at night to avoid the hot temperatures of the day.
You don't say.
On October 16, 1957, he was plowing fields near São Francisco de Sales, when he saw what he described as a red star in the night sky.
A sexy
According
star?
to his story, this star approached his position, growing in size until it became recognizable as a roughly circular or egg-shaped
Whoa,
aerial
whoa, whoa, whoa,
craft with a red light.
We
with
might
a
have
red
just
light at
answered
its
why aliens are
circular-
sexy. These might look like mathematical symbols, but we all know what they also look like. They look like boobs that are also kind of vaginas. These are incredibly sexual squiggles. And I'm just the one willing to admit it. Those are essentially unfathomable space nipples, combined with vaginas and a little bit of peen thrown in there as well. So it's like hieroglyphics that get you instantly horny. It's basically speaking to our primordial DNA and turning us into sexually depraved monsters. Let's continue.
Or egg-shaped aerial craft, with a red light at its front and a rotating cupola on top. The craft began descending to
Look at that
land
sexy
in the
mustache.
field, extending 3 legs as it did so. At that point, Boas decided to run from the scene. According to Boas, he first attempted to leave the scene on his tractor, but when its lights and engine died...
Look at this. It's like Android 18 from DBZ, but sexier. And look at this bulge. This is a very sexual video.
After traveling only a short distance, he decided to continue on foot. However, he was seized by a 5-foot-tall humanoid, who was wearing grey coveralls and a helmet.
That's a helmet?
Its eyes were small and blue, and instead of speech it made noises like barks or yelps. 3 similar beings then joined the first in subduing Boas, and they dragged him inside
There's a
their
nude
craft.
lady down there.
Once inside the craft, Boas said that he was stripped of his clothes and covered from head to toe with a strange gel.
Uh-oh.
He was
Lubed.
then led into a large semicircular room, through a doorway that had strange red symbols written over it. Boas claimed that he was able to memorize these symbols and later reproduce them for
When
investigators.
you're horny enough, you'll remember anything.
In this room the beings took samples of Boas' blood from his chin. After this he was then taken to a third room and left alone for around half an hour. During this time, some kind of gas was pumped into the room, which made Boas become violently ill. Shortly after this, Boas claimed that he was joined in the room by another humanoid.
Okay.
This one, however, was female, very attractive, and naked.
Oh,
She was
and we
the
can tell
same
that from the
height
corner
as the
there.
other beings he had encountered, with a small, pointed chin and large blue cat-like eyes. The hair on her head was long and white, somewhat like platinum blonde, but her underarm and
Like a
pubic hair were
Targaryen from
bright red.
space.
Boas said he was strongly attracted to the woman, and the two had sexual intercourse.
I'm showing both my hands so you know I'm
During
not
this
doing
act,
anything.
Boas noted that the female did not kiss him but instead nipped him on the chin.
Oh, ho, ho.
When it was all over, the female smiled at Boas,
Okay.
rubbing her belly and gestured upwards.
She's already pregnant?
Boas took this to mean that she was going to raise their child in space. The female seemed relieved that their task was over, and Boas himself said that he felt angered by the situation, because he felt as though he had been little more than a good stallion for the humanoids.
Oh.
Bowers said that he was then given
made him
back his
mad?
clothing and taken on a tour of the ship by the humanoids. During this tour, he said that he attempted to take a clock-like device as proof of his encounter, but was caught by the humanoids and prevented from
Did they
doing
say
so.
a cock-like device?
He was then escorted off the ship and watched as it took off, glowing brightly. When Bowers returned home, he discovered that 4 hours had passed. Following this alleged event, Bowers claimed to have suffered from nausea and weakness, as well as headaches and lesions on the skin which appeared without any kind of light bruising.
Space STDs,
Eventually,
oh
he
no.
contacted journalist Jose Martins, who had placed an ad in a newspaper looking for people who had had experiences with UFOs. Upon hearing Bo's story, Martins contacted Dr. Olivo Fontes of the National
All right, we
School
get
of
it.
Medicine of
I mean, we were there for, let's be real, we were there for the Penthouse Letters version of this event. I'm sure he did his due diligence afterwards and called all his friends to let him know they need to come over and high-five him, because he got the strangest strange of all. Space strange. And there ain't no, it's not cheating, actually, if it's an alien. Because it's just not. I don't have to give a good reason for that. Look, if you're asking why aliens are sexy, today I wasn't really trying to prove it to you in like a factual sense. It's more of a vibe. And I think we all experienced that vibe together. I literally had to show you my hands to protect me from myself in that story, because it was just so erotic and powerful. The idea of a perfect celestial being arriving in a gilded chariot saucer hole and emerging from it glowing and lubing you up, taking you back to her cave of paradise to extract your seed and raise your powerful alien stallion somewhere in the heavens. Who wouldn't be turned on by that? I'm sorry. Sorry to put it in such explicit terms. Sorry to make this such sexual stream, but sometimes that's the calling of the gods. I didn't show my feet, and I probably could. I can be a dog sometimes. I'll admit, I can be a dog. Dog likes to scratch the back of his neck, you know what I mean? With the foot. Okay, that's it. We gotta hurry. I'm getting the red light from Case because I guess there's a lot of stuff to get to today. I am got redacted, but there's one thing you can't redact from your soul, because your soul can always sniff it up, and that's the truth. And what you gotta do is you gotta seize that. And what I'm winding up to saying in a really roundabout way is actually Semper Truth was what I was building up to. But I'm gonna have to throw it to a different segment than I'm used to. Apparently it's time for debate, and it's time for Munch and Crumb. Every time. You're gonna do this every time? Ugh. Hello everyone, it's me the devil. I'm back again in the bird dog seat. Well, you don't even know what that means. I invented that pointless terminology. I'm bird dogging it. It means I'm got a full erection. That is not what that means. I would know. I'm the devil. Great. Okay, the devil's here. Who
I knew my wife was cheating on me with the devil, and it turned me on.
Crumb is also here, despite the devil claiming that he's in hell. Prove it or lose it. I'd love to lose, Crumb. That's what we're all about here. Please, I want to lose. I just have to lose to this man 3 times. The devil never actually loses, just so you know. But once I lose to him 3 times, I can begin the process to possibly extract a certain person from hell who is really mucking up the place. Mucking up hell? That's the only believable thing you've said, that Crumb could even ruin hell. I'd say it's like the opposite of ruining, like improving hell is ruining it. No, he's actually making it worse than any of us can tolerate. And I do want to get rid of him. So again, I could also just take these points. It would be so much faster than me having to do this at least 2 more times. Because I beat you once by accident, even while I'm trying to lose. Could you please be just 10% more likable so that you don't constantly lose everyone? Look how much I've won. Just, of course, you're the devil, so you're the king of lies or whatever. I've got cooler names than that. Name one. Stinkmeyer. It's my frat name. It's a basic name. I was the original Stinkmeyer. It's because I would do the smell my finger thing back when you guys were still monkeys. It blew those chimps' minds. What are we debating today? A hot dog or is a hot dog a sandwich? This one? Oh, I love this. You still love this question? I love that you're still asking this. This is the greatest question ever. Let's never stop with it. Kevin probably would be proud. Yes, I also really like Kevin. Oh, come on, don't say that. I give the sign off on Kevin being a really cool guy. Me, the motherfucking devil! All right, which is it then, I guess? You have to care about, please care about this so that you can win. What's the popular one? Yes? I honestly don't know what people fall on this one. You're supposed to like this. I like the question. I'm okay. No, then I guess. No, but who knows? It could be a yes. Not to debate against myself, but I could be wrong. Well, the debate hasn't even started. It doesn't start until the song starts, so. G4 lived twice. Obvious deal with the devil. They made the worst deal with me. It was insane. They're like, we want to be a digital-first content cable channel. Clawing out a strong foothold on Twitch. I was like, okay. And they're like, can you give us the funds? I'm like, of course. You've got some leftover from the last time you sold me a soul. But that content strategy makes no sense. Can you shut up? Jesus, nobody cares about this. I'm just saying I warned them. It's like, you can't do both. All right, shut the fuck up. And then I made them build a $40 million studio. that was just a bonus for me. If we have a mod that can make that debate, the debate is, I'm on the side of, yes, a hot dog is a sandwich, I guess. I guess I care about this. It was 3 years ago. It feels like it was just yesterday to me. Or millions of years ago. Time is very confusing in hell. Oh, and I'm a no. I think a hot dog isn't a sandwich. Oh, no. The distinction is important. Go! You go first? You're just gonna tell me what to do? Yes. I like that. I actually like to be bossed around. You can be demonic and be a sub as well. I'm sort of a switch personally. I can be a sub or a dom. That's the power of the devil. Nobody asked the devil. Oh, right. A hot dog is a hot dog. A sandwich is a sandwich. There's really no point to get too teleological with it or whatever. You picture a hot dog, you picture a fucking hot dog. You picture some shitty beef jammed into a dough taco, essentially. And you picture a sandwich, you picture fucking 2 pieces of bread over some deli meats. That's all it takes. It's all just however you feel about a thing. Language is just a commonly understood agreement between peoples, and it evolves, and it's meaningless to really debate it. So, no was my point. The two are distinct. And my point is, everything's fucking just meat slapped between a bunch of shit. All our lives are just fucking meat grinders, and we're all fucking pieces. We're all trying to find pieces of bread to jam around ourselves, to protect ourselves. I'm a fucking hot dog and a sandwich, and so are you. So are you, chat. All of us are just disgusting, processed, filthy sacks of biology, and we just need a comforting sandwich put around ourselves. We should be so lucky to be able to draw a distinction between hot dog and sandwich. Not in this world. Not in this fucking world. Everything is just bleeding into each other. None of it makes a bit of fucking sense. And I bet Crumb has something to say about it, don't you, Crumb? Don't you, as I have to talk for you.
Like one of your humanoid space aliens.
What? Time! No! God damn it. Oh.
Give me back my wins, and this can all be over munch.
Yes, that's actually true. It's also true that I unfortunately won. No music for us. Because Crumb is dead. You don't want to play his music? He's dead. Good. I mean, I don't like it, so don't. You're not craving hearing it? You don't deeply miss him and want the music? Nope, I'm good. It's good that you're not. Keep saying it. Keep saying it until you believe it. Or just give me the fucking points and this can all be done. You didn't even update your little one here. I'll use my magic powers to do it. One moment, please. I'll do it later. You don't have... See, you don't have any fucking magic. You're powerless. I literally appeared in a torrent of flame. I just, it's complicated. I have to use my magic on OBS or whatever, and that seems complicated to get into right now. I'll figure it out later. Throwing these debates, you're depressed. It's very obvious that you're depressed. Just admit to yourself that the points mean nothing without your friend. My friend? Now you're making all distinctions meaningless, which was my point, which I think was abstract and powerful about the hot dog sandwich debate. Because if this is my friend, then truly there are no distinctions between...
Hell has made me day.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, made him? Nah, he been there.
Explain yourself.
I literally am, Crumb. It's all I fucking do is explain myself on your behalf because you're too late.
Playboy, when this is over, I'm getting them yeeks.
Whose? If you mean mine, then good luck.
Has the devil ever had sex with an alien?
Absolutely. I mean, to me, all creatures are sort of aliens. I'm not human in a traditional sense. I take on this form because your mind can only process me in so many ways, a cartoonish exaggeration of what I am. In truth, I am the seeping unease of the universe, a constant clawing at the back of reality, craving more ceaselessly, and creating all friction, which is necessary for... Shut up, God! You're worse than Crumb, just blah, 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 blah. You're the one talking about meat sacks and stuff.
Staying in hell I own, little devil dude.
I don't know what you're saying, Crumb. Can you just... You got Bart Simpson's voice. Can you enunciate...
Satan, tell us about Trump's tiny pee-pee. I'm so close.
You're so close to it? Sometimes I wonder if all of hell exists in a dimensional sense through Trump's penis, like the tip of it, like you zoom in Men in Black style, and it widens out and suddenly you're in hell. Because I don't entirely know the exact location of hell. It's more of a vibe. And sometimes I feel like it's in the tip of Trump's penis. That's all the time we have for today. That's gonna do it for us. Can you stop smiling? Crumb, can you please try to add to the conversation if you're gonna sit here? Jesus.
Hey, devil man. If I win, can you grab Munch's soul? He also stole my wins.
Yeah, stole them back to just stealing for justice. Because I never lost them. You fucking get it. I'm done for the day. Bye-bye. Where's the fucking credits? What happened with these things? Am I losing my mind here? Whose job is it to keep track of the fucking credits? God damn it. It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Pissing me off. Motherfucking goddamn. Maybe start drinking again. Fucking Assyrian wine straight out of a yak's asshole. Jesus. Pepito, what's going on with those credits? Can you fix those?
No.
Oh.
You do it.
But I want you to.
Oops, I can't.
Okay. When is Crumb going to incite a power move? I hope soon. Because now Munch is down 1. He's got to win 3 out of 5, I think. Or something else could happen. Boy, the stakes are high. Okay, I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to save this segment right here, which is secretly jambalaya for Wednesday, because I have to go to this show. However, we can at least ask the Hate Sock how their day is going. Or what was I supposed to ask them? The Hate Sock's thoughts on Eleanor Rigby. And give me shit for not knowing it. I probably know it once I hear it. Okay. Let me just pull this sock up real quick. Not my sock. What is everybody going to claim to know Eleanor Rigby? Like it's some kind of super famous song from the most famous band of all time? Give me a break. Do you know Eleanor Rigby, intern? Yeah. Do you know Eleanor Rigby, Pepito?
Of course.
Okay, Hate Sock, do you know Eleanor Rigby?
Oh, he's not here yet.
What? Can you get the Hate Sock here, please, Pepito? I gotta go to this comedy show. Dumbass. Do you know Eleanor Rigby? Dumbass. It's not a yes. This isn't Eleanor Rigby. This is All the Lovely People. You dumbass. I don't care what its actual name is. This song is All the Lovely People. You wish. It's immoral to name your song after not the chorus. He's saying lonely. Yeah, but it's All the Lovely People. That's the name of the song. He's literally saying lonely. Well, you're saying more words than you usually do, Hate Sock, so maybe this is all a trick. Dumbass. It's All the Lovely People. What? Literally the chorus? Nah. The whole song is just about how lovely people are. Deleting the VOD. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm hearing a V in there. There's not a V. You're just a fucking idiot. Oh, whatever. Do people like the Beatles or something? They're like the most famous band. What? You don't know the Beatles? I think that people are lovely, actually. This is a powerful affirmation of humanity, is my take on this song. It's about lonely. Hate Sock is coming off as cool. You fucking dumbass. Don't talk to chat that way. Not. You wish. All the lowly people? Could be that. It's not, though. It's the song is called Eleanor Rigby. And the chorus is All the Lonely People. It's so simple. Dumbass. He's the Hate Sock, okay? He's just hating on me, Chad. He's trying to turn you against me. Can we please go through some comments? They made a deal to have a talk. That was the news at the top of the stream today. Also, I don't have to take this segment down because I was playing copyrighted music over the whole thing. I was playing a certain track called All the Lovely People. I will never watch Yesterday. Wait, is that the one where the guy is the Beatles? He's in the universe without the Beatles, so he steals all their songs? I actually do refuse to watch that. Case has a 30, 60, 90 day timer on his sub goals. We'll get the hot dog goal on Thanksgiving. That sounds about right. The deal to have talks about a deal makes Trump look so weak. Everything that he's doing is baffling. Even I know a framework isn't a deal. It's a deal to have a framework, to have a discussion. It's the Morning Star. That I missed. That might have been about the aliens earlier. Yellow Submarine is Hate Sock's favorite movie. You wish. Okay, now at least he's acting normal again. Yellow Submarine is Hate Sock's favorite movie. So nice we had to say it twice. Dumb ass. Hate Sock jerks off to Father Mackenzie. Getting the lotion. Father Mackenzie with lotion, and I'm jerking off, dumbass. Now who knows the song? Hate Sock. Not you. Yeah, how would you jerk off to Father Mackenzie? You wish. See, that's not a reasonable answer to my question. Dumbass. Eleanor Rigby. Well, hey, I learned something today. I learned that chat's a bunch of haters, and they think everyone's lonely. Meanwhile, I, as the proud humanist, know that the Beatles really meant to tell us that all people are lovely, even Eleanor Rigby. And that's my takeaway from this song. You wish. Am I saying Eleanor Rigby wrong? I really hope I'm not. It's Eleanor. No, now you're wrong. She's a Lord of the Rings character. I don't think that's right, actually. Oh, thanks, intern. Now you have my back. Dumbass. I think he was trying to burn your ass for being dumb. Yeah, I picked up on that. Hate Sock is coming off as a hip sock? What's hip about caring about the Beatles still? Can't we move on culturally from the Beatles? You're trying to trash the Beatles now to make yourself look good. I just have really modern taste, so I just can't even bother with the Beatles. Me being wholesome? Dumbass. It's hip to be square. Yeah. All right, I have to go. I gotta go, actually. I'm really busy, chat. He looks like August Rush. I don't know. I'm now afraid to say what I don't know, because it might lead to unveiling more things that I don't know. All right, who is on? Avali is on. I haven't rated her in a bit. Let's send you Avali's way. It's an Eleanor Rigby raid. Let's see if I can make anyone else not know the song Eleanor Rigby. And then I won't feel so alone in this word. If only I could think of a word to describe that. I won't feel so alone in this world, that is. And I can't think of any vocabulary words to describe the feeling of feeling alone. So I just won't. She's gonna know. Everybody would know this. She'll know. There's a chance she won't. All the lovely Blackwells, thank you so much, Bonsai Bullfrog. Dumb ass. I'm blinking. You're making me blink. This is me giving you the Jim Halpert stare. Blink, blink, blink. Play an Eleanor Rigby type beat. Eleanor Rigby trap beat. Boom. Of course that exists. This is one of the most famous songs of all time. Yeah. This is so slow. What happens if you play this at 2 times speed, though? Well, it's not giving me the option. Oh, there it is. Yeah, remix. See you guys. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, bye, bye. Are you gonna rap? Yeah, I'm about to go in. You wish. Are you gonna go in? You wish. We need to end the stream. We just did a raid. You wish. It's not rapping if you just say you wish.